button there. All right. So, what's your name? Just to start us off. I know what your name is. Most of the people in my world know what your name is, but introduce yourself.
Al Whatmough, like what mow the lawn. Oh, here we go. I'm doing a podcast, baby.
Al, what's your role? You're CEO of a really cool company. Tell us about that company a little bit.
Role CEO of Toolpath. What are we working to automate toolpaths? But it's kind of silly to say that. To me, really what we're trying to do is connect the technology together for machining.
Okay.
Automation of selecting geometry is what we're doing right now, but it's how do you connect the broken processes?
Yeah.
I think a decade ago, I was working on Fusion and fusing together CAD and CAM.
Yep.
That was the big break. And now to me, it seems barbaric that the estimator figures out a dollar number, throws it over the fence to the programmer, says that idiot did it all wrong.
Yep.
Throws it over the fence to the operator and said that idiot feed hold override. I'm gonna turn the speeds and feeds up. So it's a completely broken process. So to me, what we're working on is how do we connect the broken process?
I love that.
And a big part of connecting the broken process is bringing the people together too and helping them change. We're doing that by connecting with people in an event like this.
So, how did this event come about? Because it, quite refreshingly, it has been one of the most amazing events that I have ever been a part of. How did this come about?
I have a core belief innovation happens at the speed of communication.
Yep.
And so again, it's connecting and fixing broken processes. If you're at our IMTS booth, we had cornhole to connect people that way. So I'm always thinking about how do we get people connected. So this is the local mountain I ski at.
Okay.
And my son, I bring him up and he goes snowboarding in the park and I'm too old for that. So I go onto the chairlift and talk to a stranger and work on my phone. And a year ago I was on my phone, I was just thinking, man, I talk to strangers, like why not just talk on a chairlift?
Yeah.
So I posted that to Instagram. And my mentor, Carl Bass, like almost instantly said, yeah, I'd be down. So we're like, well, if Carl would come, anybody would come.
Right.
But I was just like a year into Toolpath. There's no way I could do it. I kind of put it in the back of my head. And then at West Tech, so 6 months ago, I mentioned it to Chris when I was walking to West Tech. Like we put all this money into carpet and everything and it's useful, but we really just want to talk to people. It's like, oh, we'd do it. So I went over to MC from AMT because I knew she was from ski and snowboard.
Yep.
And she's like, oh yeah, we do that in our industry. Why not machining?
Yeah.
And we go, Zach Selway's over in the Selway booth and he was a snowboarder. So I go over and ask Zach Selway.
Yep.
And Zach's like, oh yeah, we'd be down.
Cool.
So I'm excitedly walking back to Chris and Matt Evans from Fifth Axis comes running up behind me. So I hear what you're doing and you better not leave us out. I'm like, okay, now it has to happen.
Yeah.
So I have a buddy, Peter, you might have seen him when we checked in. He does unconferences for teachers.
Okay.
He's a professor at the local community college. Cool. I'm like, what do you think we could do up here? A week later, we had a contract to rent this space.
No.
And I thought maybe 60 people would come fill it up. A lot different than that.
How many, what's the final count for this event?
280-ish.
280-ish?
Yeah, and initially the vision was like, let's hang out on chairlifts, talking the chairlifts, panel conversations. Panels are, to me, when you have a panel, at the end of it, you see everybody talking to each other. When you have a speaker, you see a line of people waiting to talk to the speaker. So like, no, that's not what we want. And then we ended up with all those condo sessions. That was Jay Pearson's idea.
Great idea.
Jay Pearson's like, hey, I'll hang out in the condos and do like a little talk. Or he didn't say condos, he said, just give me a space to hang out. We looked at the boardrooms in the basement of the hotel. I guess we can put them there. And then while we were doing that, they walked us over to the condos to maybe house our team. We saw the living room. I'm like, no, this is it. And again, it kind of snowballed.
Yeah.
We put Jay's session up and it was full in the first week.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, maybe Mike Payne will do a session because he doesn't want to ski anyway.
Right.
And that filled up. And then Tim Paul, which a year ago yesterday, he broke his neck riding a dirt bike. And so he couldn't do the crazy stuff anymore.
Right.
It's like, I do RC cars now. Why don't we just play with RC cars for anybody that doesn't want to ski?
Yep.
So that kind of evolved. So I think there was a little bit of a spark sitting on a chairlift, but then the community just kind of stepped in and made it better.
I love it. I love it. And so let me tell you why I found this to be such an amazing event. I go to a lot of conferences. I go to a lot of trade shows. And the commonality is everybody still has their 9-to-5 face on
Yeah.
throughout their entire day. You gave the opportunity to people to put their 5 to 9 face on during the day, which brought down a lot of guard and a lot of vulnerability, a lot of more open conversations happened because of that opportunity. I applaud you, man. Again, one of the coolest events I've ever been a part of. Looking forward to next year, if it happens. Can you give us a sneak preview? Is this going to happen next year?
Unless I crash Toolpath into a wall. Yeah.
Fantastic, man.
Yeah, I said, what are the things I'd love to do more? Like, oh, man, the highlight for me, I'll start with like one of the major highlights. Like when Carl sat up on the front and he talked about like the most important moments, like leaving with his kids to coach the Little League. And I was like, I'm going to actually say it when we open up tonight, but I think a lot of his coaching evolved how he was as a mentor to me. So the family bit's special. At the couples dinner last night up on the mountain, I was just like showing one of the kids my tractor because he had his little toy tractor. And, his dad texted me and said, Daddy, I like that cowboy with the red tractor. So I hope next year more people bring their families back. So it's a great place to have families. And I think it's really kind of made the event better.
It's wholesome.
Yeah.
It's a community. It's not an event. And that's how I've looked at it the last 2 days, but also how people are talking about it. And to me, that's a proof that you need right there, right? People feel like they are part of a community. They don't feel like
they are
going to a trade show booth and then going to the after party and then going to the next after party and then the late night drinks, where there are communities that are there, but they're all separate, clicked communities. You have built 280 some people into one community and allowed them to take off their masks. So I
didn't build the community. I just created a space, which is fun. I think I'll kind of feeling inspired, but last night too, there was a lady who's a +1 for somebody who came here and she's like, I got an event for doctors and this was better than all their events. I was texting MC, she was asking how it was going, and like, if we want American manufacturing to be great again, we have to have better events than doctors.
Absolutely.
And if we want American manufacturing to be great again, we need 30,000 small shops to work as one big machine. So if this plays a small part, then I love it. Exciting for me.
Al, I asked opening night one question of the second panel, what makes them proud of what they do? I've been asking everybody who has agreed to have a conversation with me that same question. Al, what makes you proud about what you do?
The people I get to remove obstacles for. CJ sat on the stage. I met him as a high school kid.
That's awesome.
So my boys did the registration.
Yeah. I sense the emotion in your voice. Tell me why.
Tell you why. I love people.
Yeah. You're a great guy, dude. I'm so happy that Emily told me that I needed to get a hold of you to do this event. Thank you for reaching out and offering me a speaking opportunity. I think my talent was much more better used in this capacity, having conversations. But thank you for allowing me to be a part of it.
Well, that was exciting. It's like, I just created a space. I know you're better at this than I am. I'm like, I'll just get out of the way. Here you go. Go do your thing.
Well, and that makes a great leader, Al. And I don't want this to be me just glazing you on camera here, right? But that's what good leaders do.
Thank you.
Good leaders know what they're good at, what their strengths are. They also recognize what they're not as great at, and they fill those holes with people who are better than them. And you've done that with this event, from Rebecca and Noosh and your Bible group stepping in and volunteering for this, your boys. It's amazing, man. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you. Can I hug you?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Thanks. Not everybody in this industry likes hugs, so